Warner Brothers cartoons, you know, Popeye, Fleischer Popeye, Tom and Jerry, the works of Tex Avery. Do you know where you can see those? Not here. In fact, you can see them every weekday morning on MeTV, on a great show. Anybody here watch Tune In With Me? Nobody? Whoa! Got a few people here. All right, it's hard to believe because it's the best show on TV. It's on usually at 7 a.m. every day. They run the greatest cartoons, restored prints, and I know we're doing a worst cartoons thing here, but I want to promote the greatest and best cartoons. I have a special guest I want to bring up. He's the host of Tune In With Me, the cartoon curator, Bill F. Bill, come on up here. Completely maskless.
Please continue to applaud. Please continue to applaud.
We don't usually do a panel on here, but I had to take advantage of this situation.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, Bill, what brings you here to this show today? Because why would you want to watch this stuff?
Well, there's something about, we're very fortunate at Tune In With Me to show, as you pointed out, some of the best cartoons of all time. I don't know if you've noticed, but animation, they really took pride in it for a long, long time. And then things went a little south. They started making cheaper cartoons. But in the golden age of cartoons, guys like Max Fleischer and the list just goes on and on and on. It was magical, you know, to watch those things. And now we brought them back. We do a show that looks like a kid's show, but it's for you. It's for adults. And like you said, we do it at 7 a.m. On the coast, 6 o'clock Central. And please tune in. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Yeah, it's great. I'm super
Thank you,
endorsed.
sir. That's so nice of you.
Thank you. Now, Bill, I know you collect toys.
Yes.
You're here.
Yes.
And, but is there, I'm jumping all around here, but you collect toys also on things you really love, but are there any cartoons that you have any memory of when you were a kid that you thought was awful?
Oh boy, yeah.
Sorry to put you on the spot. I'm putting him on the spot. He doesn't know what I'm going to ask.
All right, here's the one that I love to bring up. And I don't know if anyone was lucky or unlucky enough to see this, but there was a cartoon called, I hope you've seen this, Jared, Max the 2,000-Year-Old Mouse.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Where there's little to no animation, even though it's a cartoon. They would just show a frame of something and then just zoom in on something. That's all they would do.
Get ready to see something like that tonight. No, but not that particular one. Believe it or not, Ralph Bakshi worked on those. Hard to believe, yeah. That was in between, he worked for Terry Toons and then he went and did Fritz the Cat. That drove him to do Fritz the Cat, I think. Yeah, Max was pretty awful. That was the golden age of educational crap.
Yep.
Well, I guess I'll go into what we're going to look at tonight, just so you're warned even further. Okay, here's the thing. Back in the 50s and 60s, if you think you're here to see something from like the 1980s, not here, I'm sorry, we're not doing that. But back in the 50s and 60s when TV animation was kind of just beginning, TV was even brand new, and Hanna-Barbera hadn't quite gotten into it yet. They got into it in like 1957 or so. And so every cheap jack artist and producer kind of thought, hey, I can do TV cartoons. You know, all I have to do is do it really, really cheap. There was no money in TV cartoons, so they had to be really, that's why there was no movement or animation in those.
Yeah.
So, so everybody tried a different idea. It seems to me. We're doing a master class on bad cartoons in this particular panel. For example, we're going to take a look at Johnny Cypher in Dimension Zero. Now, Dimension Zero, Johnny Cypher is a science fiction cartoon in a 7-minute format, and you really can't do that. You know what I mean? And there's no animation in it. And Dimension Zero is he pushes a button and he turns into a tornado or something. And this particular one, the tornado gets frozen, so he's trapped in his own dimensions. I mean, the whole thing, just saying this out loud sounds weird, doesn't it?
A little bit,
Yeah. So we're going to look at Johnny Cypher in Dimension Zero, done by the same people who did the Hercules cartoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Hercules. Then we're going to look
Thunder
at...
in his eyes, power in his thighs.
Yes, that was kind of... Yeah, there was an erotic thing going on there, but we won't deal with that. We're going to look at an episode of Sam Bassett, Hound for Hire.
If you like cartoons, movies, books, music, I demand you subscribe to this channel. Subscribe. Be prepared. Doom. Subscribe or be prepared for doom. Do not resist. Do not resist. Subscribe. Subscribe. Subscribe.